Who am I here with?
Kevin Munoz.
And Kevin, what do you do for the Biden campaign?
I am the senior spokesperson for the campaign. I got involved back in 2019 when you were probably like 11 years old. My dad was undocumented. I really didn't like Trump, and I knew Joe Biden was the guy that can win. So I moved to Las Vegas, and I've been there since.
I love that. That's fantastic. You've been with the campaign since 2019. If you take right now, 2024, and compare this operation to Trump's, how would you describe that?
I mean, it's just insanely different. Look, I joined years and years ago. I worked at the White House. I did the launch of this event. And every campaign, every election in this country, it's going to be super close, right? There are a lot of people that support Trump. There are a lot of people that support Biden. The voters that decide this election haven't made that decision yet. And talking to them every single day, talking to them on TikTok, talking to them in their communities, talking to them on college campuses, that is what makes the difference. And when you look at this operation, we've got tens of millions of dollars going towards our paid media campaigns, hundreds of offices across the country, hundreds of staffers. We are talking to those voters. Trump is either in court at Mar-a-Lago or doing a rally with the people that are already with him. That doesn't win elections.
Yeah, that's a great point, because I've been walking around here and just stunned being here for the first time. I've only seen a little bit of it, and there's so many people actively working. You guys are constantly expanding. Is it really true that Trump just has nothing going on that front? I mean, he's bleeding cash with legal fees and just in court.
Yeah, I mean, look, every day I work on a story and we talk about our operation in Wisconsin or Pennsylvania or Nevada. And every time you see a comment from the Trump team, they say, sure, we're working on it, or we don't need to disclose this. And that's something that you would say if you have no staff or no operation. And this is because it is all about him. It's not just that it doesn't win elections. It's just not about you. And ultimately, November is going to be about simple question: who's making your life better and who wants to do this for themselves? And Joe Biden's doing that.
What would you say is, obviously, I'm 22, even though I look like I'm 16. I haven't aged a day since I was 16.
Older than I thought.
Yeah, it's when I'm 40, it'll pay off, right? What would you say is at stake for my generation, young voters, in this election?
Yeah, look, the easy answer is everything, and the true answer is everything. Because, look, we are running against a guy that does not believe in the United States of America. He doesn't believe in democracy. He doesn't believe in our freedoms. He doesn't believe in fighting the climate crisis. So I think three big things for young people that we should be thinking about. Trump tried to overthrow our democracy in 2021 after he lost fair and square. He will do it again. He is openly running, when he is doing those few rallies, talking about being a dictator if he's reelected. So if you care about democracy, you should vote for Joe Biden. When we think about your rights, Trump is responsible for the fact that women in Florida will not even know if they're pregnant or not and cannot get abortion care if they need it. He will take that nationally if he is reelected. Look at everything he has said and everything his supporters are saying. And then when we care about the climate, Joe Biden got done the biggest climate investment in the history of this country. He will repeal that law and do everything possible to let big coal, big oil do whatever the hell they want. That's not what young people want.
Right. And especially on the climate factor, it's not just a stoppage of the almost $1 trillion that we've invested in climate. It's quite literally a reversal of everything we've accomplished over the last multiple decades regarding climate.
Yeah, and we don't have time. This is not something that we can wait on. And look, Washington is hard. It is hard to get things done. And Joe Biden back in 2019 in this crowded Democratic field said, I'm the one that can get things done in Washington, including in divided Congress. And look at his record. He's actually been able to do that. People don't believe in unity, but it's real. It's what he's doing, and we're doing a good job at it.
So I think through my time of watching 2022 to now, I think a lot of people in the Biden world have been a little bit on edge at points, but being here gives me so much confidence that we're the money that Biden has on hand is being used in the right places. Trump is literally using every single dollar to legal fees. If you had to describe your confidence over the next 6 months to November, how would you sum that up? Just your total confidence in the election.
Yeah, look, I think we're really happy with what we get to run on. We get to run on the largest climate investment in history. We get to run on the first gun legislation at the federal level in more than 3 decades. All these good things, but the question is who is connecting those things to the voters that will decide this election? And look, our theory of the case has always been like, we got to show up in these communities. We got to earn their support. They're not going to agree with us on every single thing, but they might care about abortion. They might care about our democracy. And we're doing all of those things. And that's what win elections. Like Trump going on True Social and yelling and screaming at whatever DA he's screaming at, that doesn't move the ball with people when they're figuring out where their next meal is from or they're worried about their health care being taken away. Those are the things that matter.
Perfect.